Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. It is the morning of day 4, the desolate wasteland, the island complex of Monshare. Party wakes up. Spells will be picked, and once more we will go into the tombs and try to unlock the great tomb at the end. Is there any concern about leaving your ship parked on this desolate land that no one ever goes to?
We don't got to worry about that because if the ship's gone, we're fucked. So there's no real reason to care.
Cool.
Some
It's
amount
either
of
there or
concern.
it's not.
A reasonable amount of concern.
Do we know what spells we're picking?
Yep.
Yes. I will create water and create food and water. Do we have any water left?
You could have saved some for this.
Yeah. I'll create 4 cubic meters of just like whatever people like to eat. But I'll reserve 1 cubic feet for Seymour's bananas. He must have his bananas.
A cubic foot of banana is crafted. And then a cubic foot of food and 2 cubic feet of water, or something like that. That should be enough for all of you. You're gonna have a little bit of trouble because it gets created, right? So you'll have to find some way for it just not to fall into the sand and disappear. Where do you create this water such that you can drink it or move it into your containers appropriately?
That's a good question. Do we have any sort of vessels of water? Because I have
Whatever we're drinking out of, yeah. Because we had
You
We
got
had-
some
we had
water
enough for
skins.
3. We had enough for 3 to carry 3 days of water. So,
That would just
I
be like
think
a
it's-
series of water skins.
what about is there no like basin or anything inside the crypt?
Yeah, lots of basins inside the crypt.
Yeah,
we'll do
there
it
you
there.
go.
Okay, so you hike back to the crypt and then create the water and the food in the crypt. That'll do.
Can we do the creation afterwards? Because I don't know how many spells we're gonna be able to get off in this crypt. We ate. We got full stomachs when we wake up. We should be fine to go for until we get out of here, right? Then we can do it.
The food's
I
not that
understand
big of
what
a
you're
deal.
saying.
The water is the problem. You could probably go half a day without water because you would have consumed almost the end of your water last night, and you would wake up thirsty in the morning. You could spend a half day without water, right?
Okay, well, explain, Nilram, why are we doing this?
I'm just afraid because our demon buddy over here, he says jokingly, went
Wait,
up in
what?
flames. So I don't know if if we're gonna get a whole bunch of casting off inside this crypt. If you know what I'm saying.
Well, I don't understand magic, so if that's what you think.
I'm cool with either way, but I would just like to get the bars done. We can create our water. It's fine.
Could we make like a funnel that goes down into all of the, I don't know, water skins, and then like using the
I don't think you guys have the tools for
We
that.
don't have the tools. Yep.
Use the basin. Easy.
Yeah.
Cool. We cast create water.
Okay.
We eat the food.
Fast create food and water. You eat food. You drink water. You're satiated.
So how many pounds of food and water does this give us?
I can create up to enough food for 5 people per day.
Cool.
Okay. So we just get 1 day's rations basically that we use today. So
Yeah,
okay.
We're fed today with great food and water, and
Yeah.
Seymour gets a cubic foot of bananas.
Nice.
And we go and do the thing.
Yep.
It's up to Sail to cast all these spells.
Yeah, I think it takes a little bit of coordination because it takes if I'm reading heat metal, I think it takes 4 rounds to get to its hottest point, and I have to cast 3 spells.
Mm-hmm.
So the order I cast them does kind of matter for the timing of this,
Mm-hmm.
alongside your enlarge. So there's like a little bit of coordination, but I don't think it's too difficult. It's not like a super tight timing because I cast heat metal, and then I do moment, and then I do resist fire, and that should
Yep.
be perfectly fine in that order.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how long does resist fire last?
1 round per level, I think. Let me.
So it lasts 5 rounds. Cool.
Yeah, so as long as I cast it before he puts his hands on the bars, Should be fine. Heat metal will completely mitigate all of the damage from, from heat metal. So I think if I do it in that order, I'll go. Sorry, I'll heat metal the bars. I will cast moment. Oh wait,
I cast enlarge on Archie.
and then I'll resist fire him as well.
I'm just going to
Archie
read out
does
loud some of the text of resist fire so we're all on the same page. The recipient can somewhat resist the intense heat or cold, such as red hot charcoal, a large amount of burning oil, flaming swords, firestorms, fireballs, meteor swarms, or red dragon's breath, etc., etc. In all of these cases, temperature affects the creature to some extent. The recipient of the spell gains a bonus of 3 to saving throws against attack forms, and all damage sustained is reduced by 50%. Therefore, if the saving throw is failed, the creature sustains 1/2 damage. If the saving throw is successful, the creature sustains only 1/4 damage. Resistance to fire lasts 1 round.
There is a sub rule of the heat metal a heat metal spell that any resist fire completely eliminates all the damage.
Ooh.
Let's see if I can find it. I swear I read that before.
Fire resistance or protection from spell totally negates the effects of heat metal spell.
There you go.
So you're good.
Done. Perfect. Even better. So now Archie can do it with his bare hands. Now he can really give it a good tug. Okay, so you're going to heat metal. You're going to moment. You're going to fire resistance. And at the same time, MrMouton is going to enlarge the brass knuckles between the bars.
Whatever I think is the best. Either enlarging the brass knuckles between the bars or enlarging him.
Okay. Enlarging the brass knuckles between the bars is probably the best. And that's about the right width between the bars. It's about a hand's width. So, let's do it.
So he's got plus 20 from moment, right?
Last time we did bend bars moment, I think he gave him like a plus 3 or 4 because 20 seems absurd.
Yeah, because most of the time when you're bending bars, like there is no appropriate moment. Moment's meant to be like a combat.
But there
spell.
literally is this time though, because
this
you need
time
to
there
this
is
time
an
there
appropriate
actually.
moment.
So we should get the 20.
The character
Yeah,
gains
the
a
full
bonus
20.
of 20% or plus 4 to his action. Spell can only affect a single action in a given round. Okay. So I will give you the maximum bonus with moment that I was going to allow for heat metal in this case, because you'll be doing it at the exact pristine right time to start bending and pulling before you exhaust yourself.
And we get a bonus for the enlarge.
And yes, and there's going to be a bonus for enlarge. I think someone else is going to have to be in there trying to like move get the brass knuckles to be in the right spot as they bend and
That'll
push.
be Nilram.
Okay, so you'll
If you
enlarge
can.
them and then adjust them appropriately. So we are going to double Archie's bend bars check because we're going to be softening the things. And then we are going to add, what level are you, Nilram?
I'm at 5th level.
Then we'll add 5% for the enlarge in there. That'll bring us to 26 plus 5 should be 31.
And this will only get better with time. Like if we come back tomorrow and do it again, it should be easier, right? Okay.
But yeah, so if you 31 or lower is going to be a success and the bars are bent enough to get through. Then there is going to be an unspecified range where damage is done to the bars and they're permanently opened slightly, and then a range where, you didn't make a significant difference at all.
Cool. Roll it up.
As low as possible here, Archie.
All right, Archie's hyping himself up one more time. He's thinking. He's not only rubbing his the little necklace that he got from sale, the little artifact. He's also thinking. He also gets the feeling that there's hundreds of people watching him right now, and he wants them to say "Prage." He doesn't know what that means, but he knows. He knows that he can do it. Okay. What are we going? What do I need to hit?
The lowest number you can possibly roll.
Okay.
21 is within the zone.
Nice.
Yes. The bars heat. The brass knuckles get bigger as it gets twisted. Archie's muscles bulge, and soon there's a as the bars give way and bend. The lock
You did it.
completely bypassed.
He'll
Damn.
walk around. He'll high five everyone.
Yeah.
I give Archie his enlarged brass knuckle. And I guess I go through the bars.
So Sale still can't come, right?
No.
Yep. Well, that's a separate issue, but yeah, I'm outside.
Okay. Okay. So we we go.
I go in and I open up the sarcophagus.
There's still gold coins on the top. Sweep them into a bag. You shove the lid over. It slides heavily and thuds on the ground beyond. Inside, you can see a figure wrapped in a white death shawl. It's masculine in make with the smaller hips. The shawl kind of goes over the whole thing but tucks tightly around it. And peeling, I'm assuming you're going to investigate the whole thing. Like
Well,
you've
hold
done
on.
everything else here.
Do you want to piss off the gods, Captain, or do you want me to? I've already pissed off one. Chuckle.
You go ahead. You know what you do
Alright.
with this kind of thing.
And I will, I'll cast Detect Magic first.
I draw my sword.
We got him.
All right.
There are a few magical sources you find in here. Down at the
Is
feet
this-
Boy.
of the creature, there are...
I would immediately look to see if the creature, before I look at the magic items. Sorry.
The creature itself, the dead body, the corpse, does not appear to be magical.
Yet.
Bing, bing, bing. And
You
until we
notice
fuck
about
with it.
a little less than a dozen small magical signatures coming from near the creature's feet.
No.
And you'll notice a very, like some sort of mask sort of thing underneath the sheet that sits on the creature's face that also radiates magic.
What
do you see in the room?
What do I see at the feet? You say a dozen things.
Yeah.
Can I get the make of the magic? I have a 50% chance, or I think
Something.
10% chance per level to recognize if a certain type of magic is present.
Right. Okay. Near 5th level?
Yep.
You do not recognize the school of magic, but you do sort of recognize the object. It looks like a cream tin that you might use for makeup. It looks a lot like the healing salves you have, but different style, but still sort of a shallow circular dish.
And the mask.
And then the
I should get a roll on
mask.
that as well.
You also don't recognize the mask school.
Nilrim, drawn to magic items and power, he will pick up the mask and I guess disturb the creature.
As you peel back the death cloth surrounding it, you'll recognize that there is, while you don't get the school of magic associated with the mask, you do get that same sort of
Overwhelming or
I don't know what was the word I used? Not sacrosanct.
consecrated. Consecrated.
Yeah, the same sort of consecrated effect coming off of the mask. Some sort of divine magic.
Is it
used
hot to me?
No, not at all.
Oh.
When you
I
peel
pick it
back
up.
the layers, it just looks like a thin piece of some sort of white stone, maybe, that's carved not to look like the person's face, but just to be like a very generic, like humanoid face with holes, no mouth, just holes for eyes.
What's the intensity?
Mild
I believe.
or light. I think it's faint, light, moderate, strong, overwhelming. So it's
Dim, faint, moderate, strong.
it's dim, then it's faint. It's the second one. 2 out of 5.
I will pick it up and archaeology check. I probably have never heard of this.
You'd need a religion check. It's definitely clerical magic.
I will hand it to the captain. This is magical, and I'll go pick up the tins as well.
I take it off him.
Yep.
Put it on.
Are you crazy?
If you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Give it here.
Hand it back to him.
Noam hands over the tins, and he'll put on the mask.
Wait, so what is it? A tin of things?
We don't know yet, but we're assuming it's the healing salve. You can open it.
Oh, I take a look here.
Yeah, it's a more fancy box than your healing salves come in, but you unscrew it and it has a similar color and a similar odor. It looks just like 10 more tins of healing salves.
You said
Hey,
12.
12 or 10?
I think you said 12.
You
Less
just
than a
said-
dozen. Just less than a
Okay.
dozen. Yeah.
Can I swap mine into the fancy tin? I do.
You mean just like
Yeah, you have all
move
the
the
tins, yeah.
healing salve from one tin to another?
Yep.
room puts
They're all
on the
full,
mask.
so there's no room to add
Oh,
more
okay, it's
salve
full.
to it.
All right,
but
fine,
yeah.
whatever. I got 19 healing souls now. Fantastic. So I watch Noram as he puts on this mask.
Noam wears it.
It doesn't like attach to you. It's not tied in the back. You can sort of like rest it against your face, but it won't hold. It'll just like
He'll hold and
push
I guess
and
look
it's-
through it.
You don't really notice.
Give him the finger.
Really notice or feel anything.
I'm gonna walk and go look at Sale.
No. It's just Sale. He's back away from the rest of the party down the hallway. Not allowed to come into this room.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna hold on to this. I put it in my, No, I'm gonna keep looking through it. I'm gonna look throughout the whole room. Do I see anything? And I'm gonna look throughout the whole keep with it, or the whole dungeon.
Yeah,
I think,
you walk around, you look through it. It seems
I'm
pretty
back.
ordinary, pretty
Oh.
normal. It feels like this really smooth, plastery, white, masky thing doesn't seem to be having any effect on anything you're doing.
Does he look the same? Does he just look like he's holding the mask to his face?
Yeah, it just looks like he's holding the mask to his face.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna keep holding the mask to my face, and we're gonna pull for the rest of this shit.
Yeah.
that's-
Yeah, this guy not have any gems or anything?
Are there
in
any
it? Gold?
books?
Well,
Any more insight? Yeah.
Archie, you opened this thing, and then everyone poured through and immediately started looting it. What are
Yep.
you doing?
I mean, I did it for the crew, you know, did it for the team. I'm
We gave him
feeling
high
accomplished.
fives.
Yeah, I'm feeling accomplished alone in the fact that Archie was able to go through with this. He's looking
Got
at
his
there's
huge
any cool
brass knuckle.
chains or bracelets or anything for him to wear, but other than that, he's pretty content. He's pretty hyped up on the fact that he was able to do this.
And John Winters, what are you doing? You're looting the corpse?
Yeah, looking for any valuables and just keeping an eye on Nilrim.
Yeah, it's got like some, you start pulling this cloth off of it, and it's got these bracers, and it's got some rings on its desiccated fingers.
I take it all. If this is fancy stuff as well, I'm going to wear the
It's
rings.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
You pick up the hand
Nice.
to start pulling the rings off of it when the
Yep.
hand begins to close.
Of course it does.
Nope.
Would be me, wouldn't it? Would be me.
Well, you don't fuck with it after Nilrim's touched it.
Just not attack Nilrim.
Bro.
Just wait.
If you were the
Wait.
wizard, you
It
know
would
who
have attacked me. It would have got me,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. You lift up the hand, you go to pull a ring, the fingers kind of bend slightly, just sort of like, a bone breaking or the skin sort of sagging, and then
Yeah.
the hand like flares open and
Ah!
reaches for you. And it will
I
make
What
can't
the fuck?
spell if I'm
an
allowed.
attack roll. You're looking through the mask and walking
That's right,
around
hell
and
yeah,
looking
I
at
am.
shit. Right now, it's just Nick. In fact, Nick, you're John Winters. I want you to roll
Surprise.
me a surprise roll. This is seemed pretty
John
safe.
Winters is never surprised.
All right, then roll high. Don't roll a 1, a 2, or a 3.
I won't, because he's never surprised.
Never. Yeah,
See?
yeah. Woo.
Not surprised.
You know,
I knew this was coming.
Dangerous crypt.
Anything
But-
could happen.
It reaches out for you anyway. With a 22. It reaches out, the one hand grabbing for you, the other hand's coming up and wrapping itself around your throat. And it begins an all too familiar strangulation.
This old chestnut. I say, I gurgle to it. It's okay though, because I have a plan. Like you said, I'm not surprised, right? I am immediately drawing in my offhand my dagger and stabbing it through the head of this thing before it can sit up or whatever.
Okay. In the meantime, you will still take damage.
Wait. It didn't get any sort of negatives to hit for being like sat down at an awkward angle, you know?
You know, it probably should get a penalty to hit for that.
He says
How long are
like
its
it's a roll
arms?
that was gonna take you out.
I think that's still a hit though, because it rolls an 18 with the penalty.
Yeah, but it doesn't clear by 5 anymore. Oh, but we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, but
anyway,
it wasn't a natural 18 to be.
I
So
wasn't surprised. Shouldn't Nick get initiative as well? They should like.
it still goes
Yeah.
first. You know, it's an ambush. Nick will get to make an
Okay.
action, but the creature is just like, "Rah," and Nick will go at the end.
Okay.
You will take near to max damage. You will take 14 points of damage as it reaches out and begins to throttle you. Yeah, it rolled really well on its damage.
Your armor spell is down.
Did I recover 1 HP while we've been here? 2 HP?
You use yourself.
No, I know. I was 2 away from max when we started today.
Yeah, same.
It's
I
been
did
2
it.
nights,
Celebrate
so I
healing
think
one
I...
of the days.
Yeah, you've done some strenuous activity, but most of your day has been spent waiting to recover spells. So I think you would have recovered HP.
Fantastic. How much damage? 14 or 15?
8 and 6, 14 on 2d8.
That's fine.
Everyone can act now. You can roll initiative to see when you act.
Nick goes
Alright.
first though.
I go first. I'm
He should
stabbing
get
it in the
around
head.
and then we should roll in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I forgot
So,
to click
John
my character
Winters, you pull out the dagger. You're gonna stab it through
Okay,
the face.
so the offhand is driving the dagger into its head. It's still... Is it sat up or is it still lying down?
Oh no, it's set up now.
Okay. And then my rapier, I'm just going to plunge it through its chest. Yeah?
Yeah,
It counts as held because it's holding me.
that does not
Right.
count as held because
Bro.
it's holding you.
No, it does.
that is
'Cause it
not
can't
what
dodge.
held mean.
It can't dodge because it's holding me. It'd have to let go of me to dodge.
That is actually.
You will get a +4 for it being
Okay.
prone, or
Okay,
effectively prone. Well, sitting is +2. I will give you a +2 for it being sitting, but I will also say that it's a lot harder to, stab something when it's choking you to death. So I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take a +1 for high ground as well, though.
It's
That's
sitting
like
gives 2. Sitting gives
Yeah,
2.
it's 2 for sitting, 1 for high ground.
It's
No.
sitting
If you-
gives 2.
No, because if he was on a chair that was really high up and he was the same height as me, I'd
Sitting
still get a
gives
+2.
2.
Just hit him, Nick. It's not a big deal.
15 and a 21.
Okay. Its AC is 10. So you stab through it once and twice.
Any of
What's
those
the
are
head?
crits? I forget
No,
what
no
we're doing. with
natural
the-
18 is needed for a crit.
Okay. 6 damage. No, I'm sure it's dead.
It is not dead. No.
No.
No. And the sound
Oh.
of the
Wait, did I get an attack opportunity when it attempted to grab me?
No.
I guess I
You
didn't
have
have
your
my
weapons
weapon drawn. Yeah.
The sound of what, Koibu?
the sound of the sudden movement, followed by Nick and the fumbling for the weapons and the clanking against the coffin will draw the attention of the rest of the party, who will turn and see this thing that was not radiating magic and was lying very peacefully is now choking the life out of Captain John Winters.
Nilrim tosses a magic missile in where he gets ready to. So
Yeah.
can we have the counter up somewhere? Initiative
Sure.
counter.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Is my enlarged brass knuckle still enlarged?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm only wearing a brass knuckle on one of my fists.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a wisdom check if I think that smart idea is to roll for the head. So seems fair. It's 12 wisdom.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Good.
No, well. That's what I'll be shooting with my magic missile.
Yeah. Magic missile is sort of. It's not a targeted spell, but
Okay.
Yeah. Head might be effective, maybe.
True.
Roll me.
That's the only fair way I know to do it now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me damage with your magic. Actually, we're rolling into initiative.
We
next
should be on
round, so,
initiative, yeah.
I will.
One question I would ask is, would I still have like 1 round remaining on my moment spell, or would it be
what's the
gone by now?
duration of moment?
5 rounds, and I cast it.
But you only use it one time, I think, right? Or am I wrong?
I think it's each round it can be used. So you cast
It can be used
it.
once per round.
Oh, okay. Probably not
That's
because I
fine.
looked around for the mask a while, right?
Yeah, there was the opening it. Then it was, the bar had to cool for a moment before you moved through, or maybe not.
I cast
Maybe you
detect
pushed it anyway.
magic.
There's detect magic, the opening, the lid. I think it's been more than 5 minutes, unfortunately.
All right, well, I'm going to call out impotently that there's nothing I can do.
Oh,
Give you a thumbs up and I'll handle it.
Oh, also, Neal, I think you need to switch the cams around since Pokemon dropped.
oh, I didn't know that he dropped.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's the last time I'm playing a rogue, by the way. Fuck this.
Go play a bard next.
Yeah.
Captain Winters, Nilrum, Archie rolled in with a. I saw it earlier.
Oh wait, is this the next round, or are they getting to go in that round
This is
that
the
I've already
next
acted?
round.
This is the next one.
Okay. Sorry, so I will roll initiative 2 secs.
You rolled a 7.
And Archie.
Yeah, I rolled a 7 plus 4, so an 11.
Archie rolled an 8, so Nilrum goes first. Go ahead and give us the magic missiles.
Should be 3d4 plus 3.
Oh,
fucking
minimum
hell.
damage.
Sorry.
Some legs are being shaved tonight, boys. I'm pretty sure you guys are yeah.
Archie, one brass knuckle, one big heavy weight in your other hand. This thing is choking Captain.
All right, I'll use the brass fist first.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Easy hit. You strike the creature
Boom.
across the chest. Oh, almost bringing it down. Its head like cocks at an impossible angle.
And I'm not sure how we're going to do the damage on this, but I'm going to strike with the unbrassed knuckle next.
Oh, just your bare fist is a critical hit. I gotta relook up the rules for bare fists. But I think it's like D3 plus your other mods.
Yeah, I think it was D3 plus 4 instead of D6 plus 4.
I think that is it.
So it'd be 2D3 plus 4.
That is correct.
You don't have to write that yarn yet. /R space 2D3 plus 4.
2d3. Got it.
Characters' bare or gloved hands are treated as small hard objects. D3 points of damage.
Yep.
So roll me 2d3. Actually, 2d3 plus.
Nice.
Wait, isn't 2d3 better than his brass knuckles?
No, it's
He crit.
It's because the crit.
Oh, it's because he crit. Got
Yeah.
it.
So the brass knuckle hand knocks the creature's head at an impossible angle, and your unbrass knuckled hand just breaks into the creature's rib cage and pulls out its desiccated, dead heart, and the whole thing just lumps back into its coffin.
How does he do it?
I say to the boys, gather what you can. We probably should get out of here now that undead are rising.
Yeah, I loot the rest of the things off this guy's hand. Finish
Yeah.
taking the rings.
you grab the bracelets, you grab the rings, you grab the other things. There's some bags in here. There's some miscellaneous stuff. There's a bunch of jars and pottery lying about with like some sort of like beeswax cloth on top to keep them sealed. Do you bother with those, or you just get the fuck out of here?
If we can carry them, we'll take them.
They're heavy and they're fragile. You could probably carry one under each arm, but to know what's in them, it might take a while of like opening them and putting light inside and analyzing them. How much time do you want to spend investigating the jars?
I think we just
around
take
you?
what we can grab easily and go.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast knock as well. Permanently opens locks or welds. So I'm gonna just see if anything in here other than the lock back there can be opened.
No, knock specifically calls out you can't cast it on things hoping to find a secret.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's in the.
It opens
bottom.
secret doors. The knock spell opens stuck, barred, locked, or held, or wizard locked doors. It opens secret doors, as well as locked or trick opening boxes or chests. It also loosens welds, shackles, or chains. It's limited by the area.
In all cases, the location of the door or item must be known. The spell cannot be used against a wall in hopes of discovering a secret door.
Oh, I see it now. Okay, cool. That's like.
Yeah, near the very end.
Okay, well, I'm gonna feel around while they pillage.
Yep, very soon
I have
they've got
detect
their
magic,
arms
anything?
filled with stuff. You don't detect any other magic in here other than that, generalized consecrated area that you're within. This whole area seems protected by some sort of deity.
I take my item. We go.
You guys go. Sail, you see them coming down the hall. You've seen the creature fall, break, die. Archie, what'd you do with the desiccated heart you ripped out of its chest?
Honestly, in the moment of panic, I didn't know what to do with it, so I just took it with me.
You will feel the thing in your hand fizzle into dust when you guys are maybe a minute after having killed it. It just like crumbles and fades and drips from your hand and vanishes before hitting the ground.
Archie will look down and I was like, cool.
And that's when you can hear the sound in the sarcophagus moving as whatever it was there that you just finished killing rises again.
Let's just get out of
it's
here.
another
Captain. That's
revenant.
something
Fuck
we need
this.
to worry about. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. If we have to
Head out.
sacrifice the jars, we sacrifice them.
You have a good head start. You can get all the way out of the temple, all the way out of the crypt, back into the daylight of the blistering heat, the blistering sun, the alkaline soil, the dust, sand.
All right. I use a healing salve.
I'm gonna just keep fucking around with the mask.
What do you do when you're outside?
Gather our, if there's still day left, which there should be.
There should be
we
lots
just
of
gather our
daylight.
stuff
Mhm.
and start making our way back to the boat.
Yep,
Right
you got
now.
all your stuff on you, so you head on out.
Because like, even if we found more stuff in this town, we couldn't carry it, right?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
come back later.
Yeah.
There's probably a keep somewhere to pillage.
Yeah.
As you make your way through the streets, you will see that the creature has come out of the temple, out of the crypt, and is following after you.
It's like, all right.
Is this
Slowly.
thing gonna?
You
Is
can
it gaining
outrun
on
it.
us? No.
No,
Yeah, okay.
you are moving more quickly than it.
But it'll get us in the night. Are we going twice as fast as it or not?
You're going at 12, it's going at 9.
Yeah, so it'll catch us in the night.
We're not going at 12. We're going at 8.
Ooh. Because you're encumbered?
Yeah, lightly.
Yeah. Okay, so it is going about the same speed as you. It's sort of endlessly shuffling, and you're, moving as best as you can. It will eventually catch you. You have time,
We'll just
though.
kill it. We'll just kill it, Captain. And then it'll have to redo it all over again. I can lightning bolt it.
All right.
So I guess I'll wait for it to get within 110 yards, and here is one magic missile.
Right here at when you're still in town.
No.
It's important when to know that.
No,
you kill
let's
it.
get it. We want to get as far away from it as
Yeah,
we can
as
until it's
far away
about
as
to
we
catch
can.
us, and then.
Okay. So you go as quickly and as far as possible,
Mm-hmm.
and it still gains and it gains, and eventually it will begin to catch up to you, maybe an hour out of town. Because I imagine
Whenever
you could
I-
jog
yeah.
and, hurry a little bit and exhaust yourself somewhat and then turn back.
Magic missile. So here's
It's
3d4 plus
initiative.
3.
Yeah.
Should there be initiative when he's like
No.
110 yards
No
away?
need for initiative
Okay.
at all.
9.
9 points of damage rip through the creature, whose head is upright again. It barely
How's he looking?
winces, or barely
here's
stops
another.
with the pain and keeps moving forward.
Okay,
There's
that's my last one.
20 points of damage. Creature is filled with holes, and yet it still
still going.
comes, arms reaching
Good.
out.
Because here comes the lightning bolt, which I hope puts him on fire, bare minimum. Could not though, but we'll see. 5d6 damage.
Oh, you
holy shit.
blast it to smithereens. It explodes as a lightning bolt streaks from your finger towards it, sending little bits of bone and flesh and tattered cloth everywhere.
Damn, no.
Hopefully that's the last we have to see of him.
Well, let's keep moving. We'll have to keep a vigilant watch tonight. If this thing comes back for us, it'll still catch us.
I think we should just move throughout the night, Captain. We have light spells. I look to sail. Let's just get back to the boat.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You push yourselves. On and on you go. Eventually the sun sets, and you keep walking, using light spells to guide you, also acting as a brilliant beacon in the otherwise darkened wasteland, drawing all attention to where you would be. You move ever westward towards the shore, hoping that your ship is still there. We'll find out the other side of our break. You guys on the other side.